Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Breaking Fast. And this is a new drama from director Mike Mosallam, who had created this film as a short film originally back in 2015, and now has a feature-length expansion on his own film about Mo, who is a Muslim doctor who's gay. His relationship with his present partner falls to pieces because he can't come out to his family, even though Mo's family is very, very supportive of him and how his life is. And then a year passes and Mo winds up connecting with this man named Cal that he meets at a party. And they have a budding relationship, but there's a lot of baggage all around in this film, whether it's Cal's background or how Mo interacts with his own environment in his own life. And Mosallam does such a great job of creating a tone that allows for things to get serious and have deeper and more emotional and impactful moments, but also gives enough for there to be a lightness where you can enjoy those moments of, say, Mo and Cal hitting it off, or Mo and his best friend who is very flamboyant and likes to play around and live his life in a certain way. He always wants to know more and more and more about Mo's life. Mo's always like, stop. Don't want to tell you those details. Don't want to hear those details. And you have those fun moments. There's a lot of fun moments of them at a workout class as well, where you can tell Mo's very reserved and very focused on his religion and his lifestyle and hitting on all the traditions and making sure that he doesn't do certain things for specific days of fasting. And then his friends just all out there, doing his thing, living his life. But there's a conflict there. There's a lot of conflicts in this film. And this film deals with a lot of deep emotional ideas and themes. And where this film works great as a romance, it works as a romantic comedy in many ways. And watching Mo and Cal get to know each other, nerd out over Superman because, like, Cal's named Kal-El after Superman. Those moments are really endearing and wonderful. But you also have to have those darker, heavier moments because there's an issue with how Mo lives his life. It's always about trying to put everybody else's issues in the framework of his existence, his family, his ideas, his religion, his beliefs. But not everybody lives the same life as him, and it's really hard for Mo to break that down and empathize instead of seeing just things like, well, you should act this way. That's why he has an issue with his original significant other, because he has a very different life. Hassan has a family that's not very supportive of him, would be very supportive of him being gay. But Moses does and is very supportive. So of course Hassan has to tell his family. And this film does such a great job of building Mo into a person that gets to see the life in gray and less of black and white and simplicity, because that's where Mo starts. And you start, like, honestly, I started the film thinking, like, you all are being really jerks. Like, Mo's trying to live a good and happy life and being an honest life, but life is complicated and is complex. And the tricky thing about this film is definitely the third act has a lot of very staged scenes where you're obviously talking to the audience about the themes that you want to get across, and it comes off a little unnatural, which is hard because Mosallam up until that point makes his films feel so real and tangible, and you're there, you're feeling it, you understand. And now it gets a little too direct and preachy towards the audience, where some of the dialogue feels more like I'm lecturing you and less of actually having a conversation. But that doesn't get in the way of this film being a really special little film that I absolutely loved. And I loved Mo. I loved all the different characters. I wanted to see him and Cal work out. And I wanted to see Mo grow by the end and realize that he has to look at the world in a different way. And this film has a lot of charm to it, a lot of heart to it, and has a lot to say. Even if it's not always done in the most subtle of ways. But in the end, I would definitely recommend Breaking Fast. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.